Korres, I said, and I've got to post this picture. I was telling Liz, the last time we had a 1 liter, and I don't even think we had it at this price, I stocked up, I bought like 3. I'm like, I'm good for enough years. Now I'm gifting. Now I am so happy that I did what I know everybody is about to do, which is pick up on 1 year's worth of shower gel. This, my friends, is a $74 value. Let me just kind of put it into perspective. This huge 1 liter is 4 times the size of the normal size bottles of the shower gel. Each one of the normal size is $18.50. So that times 4 in a 1 liter with a pump on 6 interest-free credit card payments. Are you kidding me right now? Under $5 to get these home, free shipping and handling. I'll run you through the fragrances, and then I want to talk real quickly about how this is so different than anything else that you're putting on your skin. The first fragrance that we have is called Cashmere Rose. Liz, I didn't realize we had Cashmere Rose still available.
I know. It's a modern, beautiful floral. It's romantic. It's sexy. It's like something that you've never smelled before. It is just gorgeous.
Love that. Okay, then this one's the one that's in my shower right now. This is the Cucumber Bamboo. Think spa, think rainforest, just really clean and amazing. This, I've never presented an unscented 1 liter shower gel. Run, do not walk. If you don't want fragrance, this is unscented. We recently launched this, sold out, back by popular demand, all completely unscented, but yet it has the wonderful anti-aging benefits, the creaminess, the just the foamy. It's just amazing. Okay, real quick, because I know we're so short on time. Yogurt. If you have sensitive skin, or if you like just a very soft, light, clean fragrance, yogurt's a beautiful choice. We also have white grape. Those are those Santorini grapes, real juicy and crisp and just effervescent. And then guava mango. Oh my gosh, if you guys want a vacation in a bottle, guava mango is the way to go. All right, Liz, real quick, let's talk about the formulation and how this feels on the skin and what this does for my skin when I shower. And by the way, washing hands, washing hands, washing hands. Can I get an amen?
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
And definitely keep one in the kitchen.
Yes.
So everybody will, you know, if you're washing your hands a lot, definitely have one in the kitchen. We keep actually 2 in the kitchen. But what's so nice is that even if you're washing your hands 50 times a day, 1, you're not going to run out. It's a year's worth. But 2, your hands are going to be hydrated. Even if you actually, let me just show you really fast. Even if you put this just on your hands, look at the creaminess there. You go like this without even water. Just go like this. You're doing your 20 seconds, right? You're doing all this. When you put it in the water, your hands feel amazing. If your hands are feeling really raw and dry and uncomfortable, as soon, believe it or not, as soon as you dip your hands into the water, right? Your hands feel like butter. Your hands feel amazing. You can take 10 baths a day and your skin will look better. Even the driest skin. And another one, customer pick, read the reviews, but women, men that have, even children, that have the driest skin, as soon as they dipped their toes in this, as soon as they got into the bathtub, they were amazed how their skin felt incredible. And what's beautiful is that you can transport yourself to any of the islands. I don't know if we still have the white grape from the beautiful island of Santorini, but if you're ready for that tropical, right? There's your Santorini, or guava is our best seller. But look at this before. If you're waking up this morning and you're saying, that's me, those are my hands, those are my feet, it's gray, it's ashy, go wash. Go take a bath and look at it in just 1 use from washing. It doesn't contain parabens and propylene glycol and phthalates and mineral oil and silicones, all the chemicals you don't want to have on your skin. Instead, these beautiful essential oils that actually put the moisture back into your skin instead of stripping your skin.
Liz, we just don't have enough time. We could spend a whole hour talking about this shower gel and how amazing it is. Honestly, though, the value is incredible. We have people on Facebook chiming in. 4 times the size, 1 year supply, $4.92, delivered directly to their door, Liz. Free shipping and handling. We can't find the essential things. I know one thing is I need to shower, I need to wash my hands. I want everybody in my house to do so as well. And now you get to have a luxury experience as well. So, Liz, thank you so very much. So good to see you.
Thank you. That was fun.
I know, too.